Hey everyone, what is going on? The Johnson League. Jace, what is going on, my friend?
Doing good, man. So far, loving this week, except for my fantasy team. We'll talk about that a little later, but
Yeah, I mean
doing
it's tight. It is tight in our league. It's crazy.
good.
In my other league, by the way, I just lost my first game after bragging about how good my team was all week last week, and that's what I deserved. I deserved it. I
Who
deserved
you? How you lost? Who you lost? So who you lost?
it.
It was,
In the other league, I lost to the worst team in the league.
oh
I
man,
mean, and it wasn't, and he was by far the worst team in the league.
who he had in his lineup for you to? Did he have AJ Brown in his lineup? Man?
No, he didn't.
How did he?
Well, I posted it in our group chat about Joe Burrows because I had Burrows in both leagues. In the first half
Oh,
yesterday, he was pure garbage.
that whole
Our,
Bengals.
our, our good friend here, shout out to the Lions and the Steelers.
Yeah,
Number one draft pick, baby.
2-6.
Number one draft pick, baby.
We were bottom at the in our divisions, but still got a long season to go, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, my team's got lots of losses waiting for.
Your team's just find a way to lose. I'm like, yo, the Lions' offense is looking good. Can they look good in the third and fourth quarter? I called it. I said, yo, watch the Dolphins take the lead. Watch, I was like, they gonna take this lead. And I said, yep. And when the Lions got the ball back and they couldn't do nothing, I said the game is over. Dolphins are winning. And the Lions just find like they look good for a half offense, especially offensively. Like, yo, how does the Detroit Lions offense now, not counting the last two games before this game?
Yeah.
How they offense look better than the Buccaneers, look better than the Packers, you know, and they came in with no expectation. Jared Goff is actually playing better than Tom Brady. I'm like, what is going on? And they find ways to lose games. I like, man, they just have no. I said I was gonna say this. Any team that played against the Detroit Lions defense, shame over you if you struggle to score 20 points. Just shame. You should
That is 100% true.
You should be kicked out of the league. Matter of fact, replace you with a college football team. Alabama can easily put up 35 against Detroit Lions defense, man. I was like, man, what's going on with
Tennessee, the Volunteers, I mean, their offense is absolutely vicious down there.
I'm pulling for Tennessee to beat Georgia so they can make it to the SEC championship game. I want to see
that's this week. That's this week.
Yep. Definitely. That's probably the first college football game I'm really looking forward to seeing.
They it's 1 versus 2, if I'm not mistaken, because I think they're tied.
Well, I think the playoff rank is supposed to come out tonight. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be tonight.
Or maybe that was maybe that was last week. I don't know. I thought I saw that they were tied with Ohio State for second.
Ohio State and Georgia and Clemson, they're the top 3, and I think Georgia's probably going to be number 1 with the playoff rankings. Then whoever wins that game, if Tennessee wins, they're going to be number 1. And they're going to be number 1 throughout the year if they continue to run the table.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that if they win, it's the old. They haven't been there. I hope they don't just get too cocky and then just blow a game somewhere along the way.
Oh, it's nothing worse if you lose in a playoff. You got 2 games, so
yeah.
And I just hope they don't. That's why I hope Georgia, if they lose, they can still make it to the playoffs. Depends on what the other teams do. And that top, like Clemson, I think Clemson is still undefeated, and you got now Ohio State and Michigan play against each other. So that right there is going to eliminate one of those 2.
Mm-hmm. How many teams make it this year? Is it 6?
Hmm?
How many teams make it this year? Is it 6?
It's still 4. I think still 4 teams. They should.
I was thinking it was 2 teams play, and then 4 teams play, then 2 teams have buys. But maybe that's next year or year after, or whatever they're going to do.
Yeah, they should expand that.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, he was talking about I have no illusions about my Lions' capabilities. This week, the first time that I can remember this happened, my 2 teams played against Miami. My Cavaliers and my Lions both played Miami teams, and both of them got losses.
Wow. I ain't paying no attention. I know I saw the score early, but I ain't even look at the score for the rest of that game. They'll tell you the Cavaliers that they had a lead in that game and lost, so they looked.
It was a field goal battle.
Oh,
They ended up going 4 overtimes before we lost.
wow.
Miami scored a touchdown and got the 2-point conversion. We scored a touchdown, could not get the 2-point conversion. So, yeah, well. There's next week, I guess. I don't.
But you know what? You know what's the sad part about your Lions? They play the Green Bay Packers. Get right game for Aaron Rodgers. Get right game for Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna end that losing streak, man. Unbelievable.
Now, I was thinking about this. When Cleveland beat Cincinnati last night, I was like, there's just some teams, they just have another team's number.
8 out of 9 games. 8 out of 9 games, the Browns beat the Bengals.
And they beat them 5 in a row with Burrow's quarterbacking.
Yep.
Go ahead.
They swept them last year. Like, that's the one team that the Bengals just can't match up. I think it's more because they can't match up with their running backs. It's funny that how the Bengals, I don't know, because they swept the Ravens. Well, shit, a lot of teams. Because like I said, we're all about with the Steelers last year. They swept the Ravens last year. The Bengals swept the Ravens last year, but we'll see. I think the Ravens. We gonna talk about this the trade deadline, man.
Everybody, the Ravens are picking up a bunch of guys, and the Bears are dumping players.
The Steelers trade Claypool to them.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they trade Claypool. I thought they were saying that when the Steelers lost to the Eagles, that's what they said. All right, we just gonna go ahead and get rid of Claypool. But I thought they said they wasn't gonna trade Claypool at all, and I was afraid that they was gonna get Claypool to the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants need a receiving core. I'm surprised they did not get any. I keep like Brandon Cooks is in Houston. Now I know they said he got $28 million on his contract that the team don't want to take, but you could either let Houston pay the rest of that money off, and you can still trade for him and get him. Like, get Brandon Cooks. Like, what do you? These teams like the Packers, like, yo, Packers, I need some speed. I need some, at least a capable receiver that Aaron Rodgers can at least throw the football to, and he knows that's going to catch it. The Giants need a receiver in a worse way. They have no down the field passing game. Like, Odell Beckham, I'll keep on hearing Odell Beckham. Like, man, they say he ain't gonna come back until December. Like, man, that's way too long for you to wait for Odell Beckham to come back and sign him onto the team. And when he does, how slow he's going to be up to speed.
I mean, to me, Beckham is a guy that if you are in contention, you might want him. If you're on the fence, you can't pick him up, I don't think.
Yeah. I think you have to have a good team around. Like, for example, if the Giants go after him, they still don't have a great receiving core around him that if Odell get there, teams are going to just either double team Odell and they still going to put the pressure on the other receivers to get open. So, like, it has to be a team that's a Super Bowl, a team that's contending for a Super Bowl. Yep. And I still think Kansas City may sneak that. If Odell say he's ready to come back and play, I will not be surprised Kansas City be the first team to call.
That would be a good pickup for them.
Yeah.
But Brandon Cooks, when you were talking about him, I mean, my thought is he is really good for a really bad team.
Bad quarterbacks he's played with for the last 3 years.
Yeah. Well, hold on a second. Mills
last year, I think 1 or 2 years.
Last year, Mills led the rookies, which is not saying a lot, but he had 4 300 passing yard games last year. And everybody's talking about Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, and Fields, but Mills is the one that led the passing last year. Yeah, but I mean, again, he's a stud out there too. I mean, like you say, if the Giants had picked him up, that would have been huge for them. I think
big time. You got the Giants are on their bye week right now, so you would have got him. You would get a whole week for him to pick up on the offense, and you have to start immediately on their first game back. We're like, why are these teams like, especially when they were talking about Green Bay, like Green Bay, y'all struggling badly on the offense, especially at the receiver position, and you do nothing. The Bears pick up Claypool, and you didn't even entertain picking up the phone and calling the Steelers.
Yeah,
like, they just had no interest in doing no moves. Like, and this is why I put partial blame on Aaron Rodgers, but I don't mind. I don't. What I say? I said I kind of like feel sorry for him. Is the Packers don't do nothing to help. I mean, how many drafts went by without them drafting receiver in the first round? Like, you're not helping Aaron Rodgers. You want to draft a quarterback, and that what Jordan Love, like you have dude the wide receivers that was in that first round, and you choose to pass up on them and draft what? I mean, come on, you're not doing Aaron Rodgers no good if you giving this man a big time contract and you're not surrounding him. The day that Aaron Rodgers benefit with all those receivers he had before, those guys, when he came in, when he started, he had Greg Jennings. Donald Driver was going up there in his last leg, but he had Donald Driver. Jordy Nelson was on the bench. I think he was the 4th or 5th string receiver. But he built himself up yearly and yearly. You had Devontae Adams. When they drafted Devontae Adams, they still had Greg Jennings and Jordy Nelson. But Jordy Nelson was the number 1 guy. He was the number 1 guy. Then as soon as Devontae started to step up, they let Jordy Nelson go. Devontae was ready to take the ring. They had no receiver they built up over the last 2 years to say that, all right, Devontae's gone. This guy's our new number 1 receiver. They did not have that.
I mean, I just think the biggest reason they didn't is they thought for sure he was not leaving. And I really thought that caught them blindsided.
It caught them blindsided. And the fact that he was like, you know what? I think it was something. This is why I still believe that his relationship with him and Aaron Rodgers weren't that great. They ain't never said anything publicly about each other, but deep down, for him to just straight up leave Aaron Rodgers and say, Green Bay offered him a lot of money and he turned it down. So you can't get it right next to you.
Hey, we got to talk to other people. I don't know, but hey.
The damn Raiders killed me, boy. Oh my God.
You seem to be slightly displeased with them this week.
Oh, if you see the way how I lost, and that the fact that AJ, if I would have known that AJ Brown would give me that type of performance, like, all right, yeah, I got this. And I'm seeing it. So when I saw that Derek Carr was still under 2 points in the third quarter, what is he doing? All he needs give me 15 points, and Jacobs at least give me almost 15 points, and I absolutely win. The moment I saw that final score and the points they had, I have no chance in winning. I had no chance in winning. And even he had Stephon Diggs. Vic had Stephon Diggs, and that's when I was like, oh no. And I was kind of rooting for the Seahawks to shut down Barkley, and when they pretty much did, they shut down Barkley. They're good, but Stephon Diggs is still a problem. And when he scored that touchdown, I was like, oh my God, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. It's funny how you have those players. I had Burrows. You had Jacobs.
I had Jacobs and Carr. Jacobs had 3 straight games over 30+ points.
Yeah.
3 straight games over 30 points, and he get 8 points. Oh, man. You can't get it.
Like me with Burrows. He had 50 points one game, over 40 in a game. And this week, the first half, I'm like, he may not get in positive numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got a fumble, you got an interception, you look terrible.
Hey, geez.
One thing I've got to say about our league, not just our league, I assume this is in every league. If you throw a screen pass to maybe a running back or a wide receiver, they don't get to the line of scrimmage. Do not give them a point for the reception.
Yes.
I mean, he gets a reception 1 point, -3 yards. I mean, come on.
And I hate that they give you points for the receptions a lot. Like, man, they can be some small, short ass receptions.
Yeah,
that's it. Like, you really should get a lot of points for the yardage. That's what I forgot what game it was a couple of weeks ago when the receiver I dunked Carr 2 on waivers.
That's a good. I drafted 2 at the beginning of the year, just out of funny. And I wish I'd have kept him as my backup or put him as a starter for some games.
When you got Tyreek Hill and Waddle, Tua was going to put up some numbers.
Yeah, last week Waddle didn't play very good, and this week he exploded. 2 touchdowns.
I said it, these guys are going to go off. When I saw that they played the Lions next, they put up 16 points against the Steelers. They'll easily put up 30 against the Lions. Get right again.
Yeah. And my lines are just atrocious. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. This should only count on positive yardage plays, man.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Because was it in this league? I think it was in this league. Because again, 2 leagues, it makes it tough to remember. But yeah, Mixon kept getting catches. I know at one point he had 4 receptions for 5 yards, and I know 2 of them was for negatives.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, 5 yards. Come on, man.
It's an outrage.
You get points for this. Like, man, I don't care. You get. I think it was Eric Decker. Yeah, it was Eric Decker who had. I think he had 30-something points. I'm looking like, wait a minute, he only got 40-something yards rushing and through a 10K 40-something yard rushing. Where are you getting all these damn points from? A lot. He had about 10, 12 catches, but only 45 yards, but he had 1 touchdown. So like, wait a minute, that something's wrong, man. You telling me he get a lot of points for those catches?
Yep.
Oh man, come on.
I mean, that's me with that's where Cooper Kupp comes in. He gets 8-10 catches every game.
But he still get 100 yards. So that's the thing. He get a lot of catches, but he get his 100 yards.
Well, I mean, if you get 12 catches and you average 8 yards a catch, you're at 96 yards right there.
But that's why anyone who got McCaffrey, oh man, because
McCaffrey receiving touchdown, rushing touchdown, and a passing touchdown. First time since LaDainian.
Times.
And the only other time besides that was Sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
I do not remember Sweetness doing that, but it does not surprise me.
Sweetness, he done it all. He was LT trying to deal pilots and Zeke on all this.
Yeah,
that's the problem. I think that's going to be the problem with Pollard. I know I was just watching NFL Live when they were talking about that. It's impossible because he's not a physical running back for you to get. You don't want to get from 20-something carries in a game.
Yep.
He's a speed running back. So and what's the name? Zeke is the power running back. So they're going to interchange with each other. When they have short down his runs, they're going to have to bring Zeke in. And I still look at Pollard as more of a receiving back. He's great when he's going to catch the ball in the open space.
Yep.
So I don't think he should be the number 1 back based off of 1 game against the Bears defense. Yeah. Nah.
Well, I mean, Zeke, isn't he still hurt?
He was hurt for that game.
Yeah, I didn't know how many games he was going to be out.
Yeah, they said they sat him out because he could have played, but they sat him out.
Mm-hmm. So, now they say Cooper Kupp at the end of the game kind of hurt his foot. I was having a heart attack when I heard that.
He was your MVP last year, and he was be your MVP this year.
They say he's gonna be okay, but I was like, no.
Yeah, they play the Bucks, man. Oh man, Tom Brady. If the Bucks lose next week to the Rams, boy, I don't know what to say with this team.
I was hearing on the radio. When did they play? Thursday last week.
Yeah, they played Thursday against the Ravens.
And Friday, the news radio, sports radio, they're all like, "Is he going to retire at the beginning of next week?"
Shit.
It's like his team is sucking, getting a divorce. It's all falling apart for him. Young Bucks.
We were afraid that I hope this divorce don't extend his career.
That's a good point. I
guarantee you, the divorce happened when he unretired. That's when it happened. You know, deep down, Giselle was probably upset about that.
Oh yeah,
she was definitely upset about that unretiring. So
he's been retiring like for how many years now? That he keeps coming back. He's like Brett Favre almost.
He teased. Well, last year he almost semi-teased retirement, but he wanted to come back to the championship. But this year was the first time he legit retired and he unretired. Like, really?
See, I thought he was going to retire when he was leaving the Patriots, and he was like, "Nah, I'm keeping it going."
He wants to keep it going. He wants to prove to Bill Belichick he won the championship without him. And he did.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I think is Belichick proving that he's going to be better now?
We'll see. Boy, when I saw that second interception, when I saw that, I was like, Zach Wilson, what are you doing, bro?
That was awful.
I was like, what are you doing? He said he's trying to throw the ball. I'm like, boy, that ball was still in the. So many players could have made that interception in that spot. That ball was still in the ground. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, first of all, he sat in the pocket so long. Then when he finally moved out, because he had 2 defenders with the Patriots defensive lineman right there, and like, you got no one. And he did it 2 times because the third interception was almost so. He just gonna heave the ball downfield. Jason Cook, thank you, I'll take that. Like, Really? And it's a typical way, like, 13 straight losses. 13 straight losses that just got to the Patriots. I'm like, man, this is just a typical way for the Jets to lose. All right, typical way. Just like I see the Steelers lost to the Patriots early in the season. Like, typical way for the Steelers to lose to the Patriots. Typical.
Was the quarterback that last beat the Patriots, was that Sanchez?
No, I think it was Geno Smith. Rex Ryan was still the head coach. Yes, I think Geno Smith, because I think it was one of those years. I know when Gronk had that touchdown, they had the pick six, and I think it was a game they won in overtime. I forgot what year it was, but Geno Smith was the last quarterback, if I'm not mistaken, to beat the Patriots.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. What do you think about Geno? I mean, I will tell you what. I am every week. I'm just like in awe of what he's doing out there.
I'm actually kind of rooting for him, man. Like,
yeah,
he felt that the Jets did him wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That he pretty much became a journeyman backup, because I think he was with the Seahawks for the last 2 years. So I think this is pretty much his third year with the Seahawks. Mm-hmm. And before the season started, everyone thought Drew Lock was going to be the starter.
Oh yeah, Drew Lock was a lock.
Yeah, Drew Lock, nope. Geno, he outperformed them in training camp in preseason. He got the job, and he's been playing great football.
I mean, he threw that one pass to Tyler Lockett right in the hands, dropped it. Yeah. And you saw him on the sidelines. He's like, look, man, I'm coming back to you. Be ready.
And Tyler Lockett also had the fumble early in the game. That gave the Giants easy touchdown.
Yep.
That was like a redemption for Tyler Lockett big time. In that,
yep.
That pass.
That just shows Geno is leading that team. Yes. And that is awesome to see. That is great to see him doing that.
Yeah. And the Seahawks, they're the best team. I still say that the 49ers will probably win the division, but something would not be if I don't know who they play next, but if they win that game, they'd be 6-3. So the Seahawks will be on there, and they're going to be a hard team to beat in that stadium. When the Seahawks are good, they're very hard to beat at home. And that
crowd, the 12th man up there,
they're going to be a hard team to beat. So they're going to play very competitive. Seahawks, man, a shocking team. If you look at it as of right now, Tampa Bay is struggling, Green Bay is struggling. That's just the NFC. So I'm looking at those teams. Who else was in the playoffs last year for the NFC? You had those teams.
The Rams.
Oh yeah, the Rams are struggling. So that's 3 teams right there.
Yeah, I mean the Super Bowl, like the Super Bowl champs, they're struggling this year.
Yeah, those 3 teams there. So the AFC, the only team that was in the playoffs that's struggling, you can say that's kind of struggling, is the Bengals. They 4-4.
Yeah.
So, because Tennessee, Tennessee's been winning.
Bills and Chargers.
Oh, the Chargers! This team. Look, that AFC West. I think we overrate that division. Look back at it. I projected that it was going to be at least 3 teams coming out of the playoffs that division. Right now, I'm very skeptical. There's only the Chiefs going to win that division and maybe the only team in that division.
I mean, they're just running away with it.
Yeah, they are. I just don't trust this Chargers team at all, man.
That's a team coming in. I really thought like they're going to step up this year,
especially their defense. That's how I was like, yo, the players they got on Khalil Mack and J.C. Jackson. I was like, yo, Chargers, if their defense play great, they're going to be a legit team. And J.C. got hurt, and Mack has been inconsistent, and it's just the whole team. I just don't like the head coach, man. There's just something about him I don't like.
Who is their coach?
I forgot his name, but the way he coached last year, going for so many times on 4th down when it's not necessary to do so. Like, man, come on, you're coaching to lose, not coaching to win.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, and to me, it goes back. I mean, years back. Prevent defense. You're preventing yourself from winning. I remember hearing people say that you're preventing your team from winning by doing that.
Especially when you play prevent defense. I forgot what team was that. This was years ago. You playing prevent defense with minute 40-something seconds on a clock? Like prevent defense you only play that when you're playing against a Hail Murray. You don't play prevent for the whole drive.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
I mean, you see that so much. It's like, guys, come on. You can't do that.
Especially when the team needs a touchdown, you gotta play aggressive. And the Bills did that last year. The Bills get the Chiefs. 2 plays, and you playing way off coverage. You're allowing what's his name, Kelsey to get wide open in the middle of the field when you know that's where he's gonna go. Like, what are you doing? You gotta come on. And I saw that when he's right before Mahomes sat the ball, and I'm looking at the corner. And, yo, that corner's playing way off. And if Mahomes snap that ball and see Kelsey turns to the right, he's gonna throw that football right to him. And right he did, and it was right there in field goal range immediately. I was like, come on, man.
All right, who is their second guy this year?
Who?
Kelsey. I mean, you got for Kansas City, you got Kelsey. He is their number one option.
He's the number one option. Juju stepped it up for 2 games, but I still don't think he could be a number 2.
I don't trust Juju.
Oh, me too. I don't. So like he had 2 good games, but do you trust him to be the number 2 guy for the whole season, especially when it comes close to the playoffs and during the playoffs?
I mean, he makes some good plays here and there, but he also drops it too.
Yep.
So I mean, because last year is like you have Hill. Hill is going deep at 1,000 miles an hour. Then you got Kelsey coming under, and it's just like one of these two will be open almost every play. I don't know who their second option is this year.
They don't have it. So they were saying that the Dolphins too is targeting Hill way more than what Mahomes did last year. Like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he got Eric Waddle, so he's getting going with both guys like crazy. When I forgot how many catches Waddle had yesterday, but they were throwing the party on him. I was legit scared when I was watching that game because the Dolphins, like the way the Dolphins moving the ball, like, man, this game's gonna be blowout like no other. I was about ready to turn the TV off.
We were doing good the first half. Leave us alone.
The Dolphins, they moving the ball like crazy. Like, what is going on? This game is looking ugly for the Steelers defense. Steelers made some adjustments. They decided to clog the middle of the field, and game got tougher too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but Steelers offense just gonna do that. Yeah, the Rook, man, he's gonna have those things. That game against the Eagles, like, man, I'm looking at it was 28-13. Yeah, Steelers, I get a touchdown, and don't go for the 2-point shot. Just make it 28-20. Just do it that way. Just score a touchdown, make it 28-20. The Eagles pumped the ball 2 times in a row, so you never know what's gonna happen.
Yep.
But the kid fumbled the football on. First of all, I didn't really like the play call. I thought they should have either you want to do a quick pass, you either throw quick because the Eagles' defensive line was hunting yesterday. Hey, yo, don't try and let Kenny sit in that pocket and don't look downfield, man. Get that ball out quick because he's going to get killed. Yeah, and they said they did a rollout in the offensive lineman. I forgot to do. I don't know if it was Hargrave, the former Steeler himself. But man, he just shoved that offensive lineman out the way so fast that by the time Kenny started to roll out, the ball was hit out of his hand. And that when I saw that play live, I said, this game is over. The momentum is dead. It's over. And the Eagles scored right after that. I said, yeah, Eagles going to stay undefeated without Bird.
Yeah, I picked up
here for a long time.
I picked up Devontae Smith. I would figure without Watt, I was like, well, he might have a chance to get some catches in there.
But AJ Brown victimized number 25 all game long. Boy.
All game long.
When I saw that third touchdown, like, man, bench him, and they put Pierre on him in the second half, but it didn't matter, man. AJ, I told you a couple weeks ago, I said that AJ Brown is going to be Stephon Diggs to Jalen Hurts. AJ Brown is a beast. Yeah, that's a game changer, man. That's a game changer.
Where was he at? Was he with the Titans?
He was with the Titans.
Yeah. Now, who's their other white? Do they have any white outs?
I know they had the other guy, Corey Davis, but
yeah,
where he hit?
So they got a running back, and as far as I know, that is it.
Yeah, I can't even think of a receiver core like that. Shit. And they played. I think they played the Chiefs this week. Yeah, they played the Chiefs.
Do they?
Yep.
So,
the Titans. That's another team that the Titans can they finally get over the hurdle and beat the Chiefs? The Chiefs kind of own them.
It's like who was it before? I mean, they didn't beat them every year, but the Dolphins would always give the Patriots all they could handle.
In Miami, Tom Brady just couldn't win in the heat in Miami, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins is on them. See, there's always that one team in the division that you just always struggle. I remember when the Steelers, when they went in the AFC Central, the Jaguars owned the Steelers, man. Like,
yeah.
It was always on
when Mark Brunell was there.
When Mark Brunell and them boys were there, man, they owned the Steelers. You know, Steelers beat the Ravens, they'll beat the Titans at times, but whenever the Jaguars play, man, Jaguars is wild. There's always that one team. And when the Jaguars went to the AFC South, the Jaguars still own the Steelers. They like Steelers what 1-4 from 2003 to 2008. I think 1-4 against the Jaguars. Like they beat them that 2015 year in the playoffs. It's always that one team.
Now I'm thinking about the Lions division. I was like, I don't think anybody in that division really handles Green Bay really consistently.
That was probably the only team that got the most wins against them, if I'm not mistaken.
Who's that?
Minnesota. They're the only team that got the most wins against them because they beat them. I think 3 out of 3 out of the last 4 years. I think they swept them 1 year, if I'm not mistaken.
Did they?
Yeah, they did before they got the new coach.
Mm-hmm.
They just swept them that year.
Because I was thinking, I think I might be wrong with this, but I believe he's got Aaron Rodgers has the record for most wins against one team, and I believe it's the Bears. If I'm not
he owns the Bears. I mean, the Bears. The fact that your Lions got more victories against Aaron Rodgers than the Bears,
which is a shocker that my Lions has victories over anybody except Washington because they beat them every time they play Washington. Other than that,
he owns the Bears, man. Like the Bears just happy to bend over for Aaron Rodgers.
It's like he's coming back again. Come on,
yeah,
let that man retire. Jordan Love, bring him in.
Yeah, they hoping. And the Bears at one point they did own Brett Favre for a good stretch in the later his career, but Aaron Rodgers became starting quarterback. They just own that man.
Gosh, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to believe that he has the most wins against anybody because I would have thought Brady against the Jets.
Well, Brady, I forgot how many wins he had against the Bills. He owned the Bills.
Yeah.
I think at one point he had what 14? Well, he was 14-1 against the Bills in one stretch before Ryan Fitzpatrick beat him.
Yeah.
That 1 year. That's so he owned the Bills. The Jets, I forgot because the Jets there were a few times when they beat him and there. But there was always the Dolphins that he just cannot beat them in Miami. Whenever he traveled down south to Miami, man, we just can't beat that team.
So Tennessee, I think the Colts always have Tennessee's number.
Oh yeah, they own the when you talk about with Peyton Manning, the Colts own the Titans. After Peyton Manning retired, when Andrew Luck got there, I forgot what year when they swept them. But when Derrick Henry became the lead running back, it was over. The Titans just owned the Colts.
Man. That's fun. It's just fun to think about teams like that you just don't expect them to be good against another team, and then they just own them. It's crazy like that.
Look at the 49ers. They won 8 straight games against the Rams. You take away that playoff loss in regular season matches, they sweat the Rams every season. Jeez.
Well, the Rams, I mean, they haven't been good for a while. I mean, last year, obviously they were Super Bowl champs, but
the Rams were always a playoff team. They lost remember they made it to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff. So
that's right, they did.
Yeah, they were a playoff team. I think since McVay got there, I think only one time they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, you're right. Because I was thinking before that, because they had that stretch, the greatest team on turf, and then they just kind of fell off.
They fell off after Mark Bosa left. It was a long time before they got it. And remember, there was a stretch when the Rams got McVay, that's when they owned Seattle. I think they swept Seattle three straight years, if I'm not mistaken, including beating them in the playoffs. So the Rams, they had the Seahawks number. And the Seahawks owned the 49ers when the 49ers had Kaepernick. I think the Kaepernick only beat the Seahawks once, and then the Rams and the Seahawks beat them about 5-6 times.
Yeah. That's when they were starting to come up with the lead. Well, actually, Legion of Boom started around that time. Yeah,
Legion of Boom started 2000. Well, I say it started 2012. That was their first win of the season.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk about our league this week. Because it's crazy.
I ain't seen none of the other matchups. So.
You know what? I got it on my team because I was looking to see who which one I was playing. So I knew I had Lockett on my team. That's why I was looking for them. Mm-hmm. All right, this week I beat the Dastardly Dicks.
32-1-12.
Look at did you?
Voice hallelujah. Good Lord.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you see that?
Wow.
I was like, how calm down, man.
Yeah, Kamara had a great game. He had 40 points. Oh, so he had McCaffrey. Oh man, 40 points.
Yeah, when you got two guys putting up 40, you go, but then he's got two other guys putting up over 32.
Yeah.
I mean, you have four guys like that. I mean, you're going to win just about every week.
Man, the Eagles defense get chipped in 14. Yeah, the tight end. Wow.
I mean, I just realized this. He had McCaffrey and Kamara and did not have the highest point total in the league in the game because Henry had 47.
Yeah.
200. I didn't realize he had that many yards. Great.
That's this is the highest scoring matchup. He had 166. Wow.
When you have 166 points, I think that might have won every other game.
Yeah, that's it. 166 points to win your game. You ain't expect your opponent to get 210. Jeez.
It would have won every other game.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's my mind. Oh, wait a minute. Who he had? He had Daniel Jones. That the quarterback position, 9 points.
Let's see. Somebody must have had a bye.
Yeah, Mahomes had his bye.
Mahomes had the bye.
So wait a minute, that's on 90, right?
Yeah, 90.
So he dropped Aaron Rodgers. Remember, he had Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think
yeah. He had 3 quarterbacks at the beginning of the year.
Wow, so he dropped Aaron Rodgers. Like, damn, I'm gonna take Daniel Jones over Aaron Rodgers. Man, the mighty has fallen.
And his kicker.
0 points. How they get 11 points, man. Like, yeah, Mike gave him 11. That man gets 0.
I mean, highlight he said,
bad. The Raiders got shut out. Every starter play. Devontae Adams only had 1 catch. I don't know who had one. That entire team got 0 points from pretty much. God damn. And look at his. He had 75 points on the bench.
Man.
Ayuk, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
20 points.
Because I was looking at him after that game, and I was like, who's got him? Because I was hoping maybe no one had him.
Yeah. Yeah, Ayuk on the bench. 210 points. Wow.
Let's go down here and check out the Rough Riders.
Not doing the Rough Riders name proud, man.
You might want to change that, man.
2.94 points. 2.9.
All right.
And I had no one.
Oh, Herbert was out. Okay, Herbert was out.
Yeah. And nobody. Hines, he's with the Bills now, so that's why I may have to put him in the starting lineup because he's gonna get some points catching and running. Man.
Brown,
the funny thing is, and let's talk about Pickens. The Steelers, they did not throw. They threw him 2 passes for the entire game, and I don't know if that was Darius Slay effect because Slay, I don't know if Slay was covering him for majority of the game, but they did not target him at all. On the Steelers, if you watch that game, the Steelers were throwing the football like crazy at Bradbury. It was like and that's how I think that was their game plan. They came in and said, you know what, we're not going to attack Darius Slay. We're going to attack Bradbury on. If Slay, because most of I think the 2 times they threw at Slay was Deontay Johnson and both incomplete passes. So they said, we ain't going to attack Slay. We just going to throw at Bradbury. And Pickens, and I ain't see how many times Slay was covering on Pickens, but the fact that he had no catches for the entire game is crazy. Oh, he had 2 on this bench. Look,
I mean, the only other person you had was Hines.
Yeah, Hines.
And he could have had 12 points for you.
But the Raiders, man, get at least 10, 15 points for each guy and win.
I'm just looking at, Jacobs only had some, and your quarterback didn't even have 3 points.
No points at all. They didn't even get in the red zone. How do you go a whole game without getting into the red zone? How's that possible in today's NFL?
That is crazy.
That's insanity, man. Hey,
man.
How?
In my other league, I almost picked up Carr as a backup. I'm glad I didn't.
I never, like I said in the chat, like, watch I bench both guys. Well, I'm keeping Jake. Jacob's going to have to start. My running back position is in dire need of some points. So.
I think he's a great running back, and I mean, is the Saints, is that the best defense in the league? Is that what we're saying after that game?
They were missing 2 starters in their secondary, and you couldn't get Devontae Adams. Oh, hey, oh no.
Hey, I tried to make the Raiders sound like it wasn't that bad because of the Saints.
Man
defense.
had 1 catch for 30 yards, a negative yards rushing. How is that possible for Devontae Adams to have that guy? How?
Oh my gosh.
1.2. Ooh, he lucky he won because who else? Who else he had? Oh, he had Tony Pollard, so yeah, 39 points for Tony Pollard. Yeah.
I mean, 1 catch for 3 yards and 1 yard rushing. My goodness. Man, that's awful. D-Hop is back and playing with a vengeance.
40 points in a loss, but I'll take his 40 point. But he was on. No, he had Prescott, so Prescott gave him 30, but that was it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, he had Tony Pollard and he had what's his name? Oh, Nick Folk gave 20. Oh, they kicked a lot of field goals. That's right, the Patriots. They kicked a lot of field goals. And he was 3 field goals, 40, 49.
What did he get? 7 field goals?
Yeah, they kicked a lot of field goals.
Good gracious.
Nothing but a field goal kicking contest.
Wow. Three from 40 to 49, 1 for 50, and 1 from 30. Great day.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
You know you won a league, a game when your kicker give you 20 points. That's even more.
Cousins on the bench with 27. Yeah. I don't trust Cousins. At no point do I trust him.
Don't trust him in big time, primetime games, playoff games. We gotta see it. You gotta see it. I think this year, if it depends on where they finish, there's gonna be a lot of pressure on the Vikings to finally break through and at least make it to the NFC Championship.
Yeah, they have got to get a win in the playoffs.
They got the best receiver. Justin Jefferson right now. I'll say him and Stephon Diggs and AJ Brown, the top 3 receivers in the NFL.
Wait, who now?
Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, and AJ Brown. They the top 3 guys in the league.
We're not gonna put Kupp anywhere near there.
Kupp is top 5.
Wow,
he's top 5.
Let's see. That's what we're looking at. Steve.
It's
all about the U.
Yeah, Josh Allen. Man, Josh Allen 2 interceptions was like, if they would do them 2 touchdown passes, he probably would have won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
He threw 2 interceptions in the red zone, which was killers. They kept the game close against the Packers. So only 1 play from both teams scored with over 30 points. Wow. Foreman? Oh, and I'm mad I ain't pick him.
Wow, Foreman?
Yeah, 34 points.
Wow.
3 rushing touchdowns, 118 yards, and 2-point conversion.
I did not even see what they did. I had no idea he had that game. Great day.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about picking up what's his name? Who was Carolina? Chuck? What's his name? Chubb Hubbard?
No, Hubbard. Yeah, he's another one. Yeah. I
was thinking about picking him because he's supposed to be coming back this week. I was thinking about picking him up from Carolina. And looking at it now, I'm just like, how can you pick up a different running back when this guy just
the problem
had 3 touchdowns?
He running back committee because Herbert was the main guy, and he got hurt. And Foreman came in, he gave him touchdowns. So it's a good chance he ain't gonna give you that type of performance again.
Yeah. I was like, man,
Aaron Jones. He had 22 points. Mm-hmm.
Aaron Jones, I think he got a touchdown reception, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was last week he got that touchdown reception. I swear the season is going by so fast. It is ridiculous. All right, let's see here. Let's go back to this right here, and then we're going to go over to right here. We're going to this week because this is the battle I have been waiting for all year. Sticky Fingers versus Rough Riders.
Oh, we both gotta make some move. Cause I got bye weeks. And that's concerned. When I saw that news this afternoon that Mike Williams is going to be out, I'm like, oh no, no.
Hooper is only projected to get 3 points.
Yeah, because what's the name?
Cowboys got the bye. Let's see. On his team, he's got Prescott, Robinson, Fairmount.
He got 3 bye weeks on there.
Let's go down to the benches. Oh, your whole team is. Wait a minute, I forgot. You every player in your team is a Steeler. Of course, they're all off.
Yeah. No, I got what the No, I don't got the Steelers defense no more. You see that, right? I dropped them, and what's the name? The kicker's hurt, so Pickers on you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did see he got hurt.
Yeah, I got Tennessee defense, but I may drop them because they playing the Chiefs. So
yeah, they playing the Chiefs. Yeah, I would drop them. And
but he got a lot of bye. He got his backup Prescott is on the bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he gotta make 2. He gotta get another quarterback. Good Lord.
And Jamar Chase he's still gonna be out for a few more weeks.
Yeah.
On his bench, Garoppolo's out. Yeah. Wow, he's got 3 quarter. Well, no, he can put in Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, he got Trevor Lawrence. I ain't see it.
Against Las Vegas, he might have a huge game.
He got the Jets.
Jets against Buffalo. Yeah, I would hope he gets.
He definitely got to make moves on our defense. No wonder why they got me scoring 88 and they got him scoring 74. So he got to change the bye week players, and I got to make what CD Lamb is on his bye. I don't know what I'm going to do with the receiver position, especially with Mike Williams being out, man. Like, man.
Gosh.
You still hurt on your bye week.
I was looking at running backs in both leagues that are available. It's like there's no one. There's just nobody. I was like, how is there not one decent running back?
When I saw that Foreman was picked up, I'm like, wow. Hey, for you to pick up Foreman, you must have really thought that he was going to have a big game like that after what Herbert was going through the last couple of games. I could see Herbert when Baker Mayfield, I forgot when they played against the Buccaneers. That's when I think Herbert came out and had that breakout game.
Mm-hmm.
Foreman, someone pick up Foreman. Herbert's going to come back. I think Herbert's still on the yeah. I forgot he's still there. Still a vote.
So I was looking at I thought this past week I was like, well, maybe I can get the kid from Seattle. Nope, he's gone.
Oh no, what's the name? Remo picked him up.
Yeah. Let's see. Me versus Alexis.
Yeah, he's gonna be in Cooper Kupp. What's his status? He's questionable. So
he's questionable. They say they're expecting him to start. Right now, my kicker's on bye, so hopefully I can find. I mean, kickers are a dime a dozen, so you never know what kicker's going to have a good game. Well, except for you don't want the Raiders kicker.
He got Nick Foe who gave him 21 points. So he got Denver defense. They on the bye, so he got to make that change.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of points that won him his previous game. That's going to be on the bye. So his backup's going to really have to come in and step up.
Yeah, Pollard and Cooper.
Yeah,
Amari Cooper. That's 2 big guys right there.
Got Justin Jefferson. You hope that Lamar give him a big game.
Let's see, who's he got? Cousins, Woods, Scantling. Valdez Scantling has been a decent receiver for Kansas City. Yeah, he's a decent like second, third option. Joku, I had him in the other league. I like that guy. Then he got hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt. The Browns on their bye. Yeah, how many teams on their bye this week? Was it 8 teams? I think I know I saw the list. There's a lot of teams on their bye.
Let's see. Dallas, Cleveland, Pittsburgh.
I know the Giants got their bye week.
Dallas, Cleveland. Really? Dallas, Cleveland, Pittsburgh. Is anybody else right here? Dallas.
The Giants got their bye.
So maybe it's just 4. Denver, Dallas, Cleveland. Gosh, like 6 teams.
No, that's week 10. I'm going way. Yeah, Browns, Cowboys, Denver, the Giants, Steelers, the 49ers.
Yeah, 6 teams.
Yep. Well, 19 bye weeks this week.
Well, you know, we've seen our teams. No one cares about the rest of this bum league. But we go down here. 3 teams tied at 6-2, 2 teams at 5-3, 1 at 4-4. I mean, 5-3, and I mean, then you got the
1 and 7.
But here's the thing:
I scored more points in Remo and Daxley Dix. That's just.
I mean, you've got more points than the U also.
Yeah. Oh man, just show how brutal my losses has been.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, I'm just looking at them. I mean, Cheetah still has over 1,200 points. I got over 1,100.
Damn, look how many points you give up, man.
Hey, you know what? I play to win the game.
Pretty high scoring.
I don't play to blow teams out. I play to just barely beat them.
Only Cheetah and Vic say the only ones that haven't given up 1,000 points yet.
Mm-hmm. And Cheetahs, they gave up over 200 in this past game.
Man, that's a lot of moves. The fact that he only had 11 moves. Yeah, I only made Lester Stetson only made 4 moves and 5 waivers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's in 5th place. When you make your waiver picks, yeah, so he's 5th there. Hey, let's see who is
a couple of waiver picks right now.
See, who is Cheetah? Who is he playing this week? Let's go back over here. Click that button right there.
Playing the U.
Playing the U. Let's see if there's any buys going on here. Seeing the starting lineups, neither team has anyone out right there.
Nope.
Let's go down to the bench. See, they may have already changed things up.
Yeah.
Yep, they already did go. There's Chubbs.
Chubb, Judy, Ayuk. Well, he had Ayuk on the bench last week.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Sutton, Drake, Geno. Come on, put Geno in the starting lineup. Come on.
Who you guys?
You got that Brady kid.
Geno Smith over Tom Brady.
I mean, come on, you don't want that old man still out there.
I think Geno played the Cardinals, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, playing the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
And Brady's playing the Rams.
The way the Bucks offense has been playing, man.
I mean, my thing is, I keep thinking the Rams are last year's Rams defense. They are not last year's Rams defense.
It's amazing how one play. I say it with the Steelers, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how one player gets hurt and it just completely changed the entire defense. Von Miller, they got Von Miller during the season, and look how much he changed their defense during that run.
Yeah,
without him, they just can't get no good to great pass rush.
I mean, that's what gets me. Is like, I mean, so I've been watching Donald. He is not as good now.
Nope. Even sometimes when he do get one-on-ones, he still can't get to the quarterback quick enough.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I guess the offseason he was making commercials.
I think maybe that Super Bowl ring probably put himself in lax. Like he's relaxed with that Super Bowl championship. Because remember, he was contemplating retirement. At one point, he may retire now.
I mean, he's one of those first ballot Hall of Famers.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Can you see Tyreek Hill's photo over here? He just looks sad. He looks like man, play with the Dolphins though.
You know, he's loving it. Now, can High latest 200 points a game? Oh boy.
Let's see who highly if he's got anybody on the bench this week. No, I mean you got to think that he really come in. Tyreek came into the Dolphins thinking, I have Mahomes, now I've got Tua. Man, why did I leave Mahomes?
Bro, that man was hyping the hell out too, and I'm laughing.
No, he did, but I mean, I think that was just trying to make Tua feel good. I mean, let's be honest. Tua is no Mahomes.
He's no Mahomes, but guess what? He can become Mahomes with these guys he got. Because let's be real here. What would Patrick Mahomes be without Tyreek Hill and Kelsey? Did he land in the right position? Because Alex Smith had those guys in the playoffs 3 years in a row. The problem was he just couldn't get past it, and he just couldn't get to the AFC Championship game.
I mean, I think it's like that with anybody. If you land in the wrong place, you're not going to be very good.
You're not going to be good, man.
I mean, I look at Trevor Lawrence like right now. I'm just like, he is not very good with that team. I mean, I still think they're playing pretty well.
The Jaguars is bad. If Mahomes was playing was with the Jaguars, he'd be struggling just like
yeah.
Trevor.
That's what I've said about Tom Brady. You put him with the Lions, he is not winning Super Bowls.
No way, not a chance. Any of these great quarterbacks, Peyton Manning with the Detroit Lions, he won't even make it in 5 years.
Imagine back in the 80s, Joe Montana with the Lions. I'm sorry. Yeah, you have Montana and Billy Sims back then.
Oh boy. No.
Let's see. Who's this? Dashley, they got an empty spot right there. I guess maybe they've already started moving their players. He might Singletary. I believe he had Singletary in that spot last week.
Debo's in his bye. Well, yeah, he need to get another wide receiver. He got a lot of running backs, man.
Is Connor coming back this week? James Conner?
I don't know. What's his deal with his injury situation?
I think he's been hurt for a few weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he played this week. Let's push. Where's Connor at? Down here. Still questionable.
Still questionable. Hasn't played since the week 5.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, when he played for your team, man, I really like that guy.
Especially the last 2 years. He's been putting up a lot of touchdowns. That man was every time they get in the red zone, they hand that ball to him.
Who was the running back before him? It wasn't Bettis, was it?
No, for the Cardinals?
No, for the Steelers.
Oh, remember, so was that Le'Veon Bell.
That's right. That's right.
James Conner.
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell set out.
I mean, that's why I didn't think he was gonna. I was like, when Bell left, I was like, hey, they don't have anybody to back him up. And then Connor come out, and I was like, prove me wrong.
It kind of had one great year. Then I think it was the 2018 year when I was like, yeah, he was kind of falling apart, and he got hurt, and that's when you knew the Steelers was going to probably move on from him.
Oh, he's got Eckler, so you know he's gonna put Eckler in there for Benjamin, or might be put him in for Algier.
Yeah, because he could put Cook at the receiver and put Eckler as on flex, as he should do. You know, Eckler, he's gonna get. Adam Thielen is questionable. We don't know what his status. I know I did saw he got hurt in that game.
Who's that?
Adam Thielen.
Oh yeah.
He got hurt. Josh Allen. I know Steve. Steve was probably watching that game. He saw Josh Allen throw those 2 picks. He probably was pissed.
He was.
I just Steve throw one more touchdown pass and I got the win.
Steve, if you watch this, get on the show. I guess I might have to just send the link straight to him. I didn't realize he wasn't in the chat room anymore.
I didn't realize that too. All this time.
So anyway, I mean, this league, I mean, I don't think I've ever been in the league where it's this tight this far into the season.
That top five, man. You
Mhm.
saw, well, I mean, Halle, he's number 5 right now. He win, and one of y'all two, he can move up to the top 2.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man,
It's
what
gonna
a
be
league! What a league! I mean, I'll tell you what, I'm excited about this league. I mean, it's crazy to me. I mean, I thought 90 was just going to start running away with it. Then, a couple of bye weeks, and next thing you know,
2-game losing streak.
2-game losing streak. There you go.
Well, you never know. I just need to go on a 3-game winning streak. I'll just be happy, like, man. I should have won 3 games in a row, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my quarterbacks let me down.
It's all about coaching, man. It's all about
Just quarterbacks let me down, man. All right, man. I mean, Herbert got bye week, man, and Carl, you turn up, man. Step up, man. Be the franchise lead. Be the franchise team lead. 2 points. 2 points.
Every guy's like, come on, it's your time to shine. Get out there.
Yeah, man. But I was just like, yo, just give me 15, 20 plus points. And that's when I was seeing what AJ Brown was doing. AJ Brown gave me 30 points in the halftime. Wait, whoa. 30 points at halftime. Like, yo, I need 2 of those Raiders. I need Jacobs to give me at least 25. And all Carl had to do is give me 15 points. And I'm good. Nope. They offense couldn't make it to the red zone.
Isn't it crazy how you can have a player just going off in the first half, second half comes around, they disappear. Like I had Cup. Cup had 20 points at halftime. I didn't see him do anything again into the beginning of the fourth quarter. Yeah. I was like, where did he go?
It's like with Herbert, Herbert the last game. He had what? Negative 2 points, I think, in the first half.
Yep.
Third quarter, he got that 6-7 points. So all of a sudden, he shot up to 20 points because he was putting up garbage numbers in the fourth quarter when the team was down by 20 plus points. Like, man, come on.
Hey, they count in fantasy. They don't do you any good in real life, but in fantasy, it's good.
And them garbage points still didn't help me to get on win. So, like, Herbert, man, it's like the AFC West, man. Like, man, and I was rooting for the Broncos. Now the Broncos could still make noise. Like, if they could just be consistent offensively and get better, they can make noise. I think they could do better in the second half of the season.
I mean, they have an off week.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the win. Didn't they get the win in England?
Yeah, they won on it was the Jaguars. Yeah, they beat man.
Yeah. So to me, I think they got a chance. I actually think they got a chance of coming back. I mean,
only way the Steelers have a chance to even compete because people got 7 spots in the playoffs right now. It's not 6 no more.
Yeah,
made it to the playoffs where they had a 9-7. Was it 9-7 or 98-1? Because they had a tie. Remember they tie your damn Lions last year.
that's right.
I'm still like, Mason Rudolph couldn't beat the Lions. Like, man, Mason.
Are they going to be over 500 this year?
If they don't win, they got the bye. I think they play the Saints at home and they play the Bengals. Man, I said they play the Bengals week.
Yeah.
And we 11 Sunday night, and I think they forgot who they play. They play the Colts on the road in Indianapolis. Those are 3 winnable games because the hard they schedule was these last 4 games.
Yeah,
that was the hardest stretch of the Steelers schedule. After that, the Ravens, if I'm not mistaken, is the only team they played with a winning record on their schedule. They play the Panthers and they got a game against the Falcons, and they play the Raiders, where they celebrate the 50th anniversary of Immaculate Reception.
The Immaculate Incompletion?
Immaculate Reception.
Let me ask you this. If they go 7-10, is the coach coming back? Will he get fired?
Tom, no. Especially he won't get fired because of the quarterback. He definitely won't get fired. Look, the Steelers, everyone was projecting the Steelers to be the last place team in the division because of the quarterback position.
Yeah.
So the expectation, even my expectation wasn't high. I said that for the Steelers to make the playoffs this year, they would at least have to get off to an okay, like a 5. I was hopeful to at least be 4-4 by the time going to the bottom.
Right.
So that if they be 4-4, all right, they at least in good position. That all you gotta do is at least win 5-6 more games, and you'll be in the playoffs. But right now, they're going to have to go on a win streak just for them to get to 500.
Yeah.
So I still think if they get TJ Watt back, that's going to be a massive plus. Because let's be real, that's without TJ Watt is the reason why they 2-6.
I mean, their defense. I mean, it's amazing how much that guy and back his brother a few years back. I mean, when he first started getting hurt, it totally changed the Texans. Back when he was with them.
Yeah. Because it changes everything. When I look at the Steelers, when the Steelers were on the Eagles, they were chipping the hell out on Highsmith. Highsmith was on the left side, and every time you see Scott and the other running back, they just constantly go to the right side, chipping them. If TJ Watt was on that right side, they are not doing that. They going on the right side and chipping TJ Watt, and TJ Watt is getting double team and triple team, which opens up everyone else. They sacked Hurst 3 times yesterday. So they sacked John after going the game against the Dolphins, not getting a single hit on Tua, and the pilot, wow, that's embarrassing. How did that sack Tua? But they sacked Hurst 3 times yesterday, but they couldn't get enough pressure, especially quick pressure from the right side. If TJ Watt was on that field, it'd been a whole different story. Teams, you have to game plan. That's the problem. Teams don't game plan for Mika Fitzpatrick and Cam Hayward. They game plan for TJ. You got to devote an entire offensive game plan. Let's make sure TJ Watt don't wreck our game. Just like when you go up against the Cowboys, let's make sure Michael Parsons don't wreck the damn game.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice the last 3 games, what the Eagles did it, they said it, we're going to put you in a run option situation, and you're going to have a decision on whether you want to hit the quarterback or you want to go after the running back. So they put him in check, and the Bears did the same thing too. So the Cowboys got a bad problem when they go up against running quarterbacks. Because the Bears had 240 yards rushing. You're like, wow, 240 yards rushing, and you still lose the game by night. Yeah, that's crazy. You're only 3 yards short from what they did against the Patriots.
Gosh.
Yeah.
It's a lot of rushing yards.
There's a lot of rushing yards. So that's right there, a weakness for the Cowboys. So if they play against the Eagles again, they're going to have to deal with that, the running from the quarterback and the wide and the running backs. And if they play against the 49ers dynamic running, and you got to deal with McCaffrey now. And he can run and catch the ball out the backfield. So,
gosh, I mean, there are so many teams that guy would have helped. And I'm going to tell you, that means
if the Bills would have gotten McCaffrey, because when they were talking about McCaffrey possibly being traded, and they said that the Bills were winning, oh my God, you put him in the Bills offense. That would be hell on earth for defenses.
I'm not going to say that's a lock for a Super Bowl appearance, but good luck beating the Bills if they had him.
They added him and that running back. Ooh, with him and Josh Allen, now you got to deal with McCaffrey running the football and catching the football, and you got to deal with Josh Allen rushing all over you. That's going to be hard to stop.
I mean, they could go old school quarterback option. Do I hand it off or does he run? I mean, gosh,
you got to deal with the receivers. You got to deal with Diggs. Man, this is that's the defensive coordinator's nightmare right there to deal with.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, but San Francisco picking him up, I think that makes them a contender right away. If stays healthy,
if he stay healthy, the teams and if Jimmy G just don't do nothing stupid with the football, I think he's still going to be the reason why people are not going to be 100% picking the 49ers to win.
He needs to be Alex Smith, just the guy. He controls the game. He doesn't go for too much. Just don't screw it up kind of guy. That's who he needs to be. Alex Smith.
Don't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Just stay away from turnovers. Get the offensively now. The thing is, he still need to finish the game. Even if your offense, because you had a 10-point lead against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Chiefs came back to the lead, and he could not do nothing with the football. Yep. And that was the problem. Had so many opportunities to put that game away, and you couldn't do nothing with the football.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So finish.
All right. Just so you know, Philadelphia is up 4-0 in the fourth inning. In the World Series against Houston.
And I wore my Mets shirt to pick up some pieces today, man. And the guy said, "Man, you a Met fan? You just wearing that?" Yeah, I'm a Met fan, and I'm just sick to see the Phillies in the damn World Series.
Because I had people coming into my brother's convenience store. He's like, "So, I mean, I know you're a Mets fan, so I guess you're hoping for the Phillies to win." I'm like, "Hell no, I ain't hoping for the Phillies to win."
Not a chance, man.
I don't want no Phillies to win. I don't want the Braves to win. I don't want the Nationals to win. The Marlins. I don't want the Marlins to win.
Oh God! If the Marlins get good and make it to the playoffs and make it to the World Series next year, I will literally vomit all over the place. And if I see the Marlins be the 4th National League East team to make it to the World Series, and the Mets just can't make it, like, all right, this is insanity.
It is. It is my life. It's my futility as a sports fan.
I know you did with your Lions, because the Lions never had expectations. The Mets.
My Virginia Cavalier football team, we are horrible this way. But hey, Cavalier basketball is coming up. Let's go Hoos.
Oh, I know he's all on the Cleveland Cavaliers looking pretty damn good with what's his name? Spider, Donovan Mitchell. I think they're gonna be a surprise team in the Eastern Conference, man. I'm too young. I keep forgetting that kid name, man, but he's been balling. I saw some of the Cavaliers highlights, like, yo. I mean, that game when I was telling Sean, like, yo, the Cavaliers won a game with not only one starter scored over 20 points, but 6 other guys scored over 15 points. Like, that's what you call balanced scoring, right? That's what you call balance. You had so many other players chipping in, scoring over 14 points. And I'm looking at the Nets against the Bucks. KD 30, Kyrie 30, no one else scored over 10. Like, come on, man. And you heard about Steve Nash, right?
What I mean?
He pretty much got himself out. He wanted to leave. They fired him, but he can't.
I knew I don't keep up with NBA until about to be honest with you, not until after the NCAA tournament. When that ends, then I'll pay a little bit of attention to basketball.
I'll watch the NFL trading stuff, the trade deadline. I'm seeing this new Steve Nash on fire. Like, oh, what? Steve Nash?
I did not know that. I knew they were struggling, but I didn't. But I mean, they said they've only had 4 or 5 games.
They can't play defense. They score a lot of points and they give up a lot of points. All right.
Yeah.
But there's so much drama going on, especially with Kyrie Irving and all that team. Like, man, the Nets ain't going nowhere. I mean, Kevin Durant was a waste. It's like when they lost to the Bucks, and I thought that was if they would have beaten the Bucks in that series, they probably would have at least won the championship. I think they would have probably won the championship. But that's
was that when they played? Was it Arizona? I mean, Phoenix.
They played Phoenix in the Bucks.
Yeah.
And they won.
Yeah, I think they would have beat Phoenix. Yeah.
But man, when they lost that series, they just went downhill. Especially the whole pandemic, Kyrie not being able to play home games. Like, man, that's and you get swept by the Boston Celtics last year. Hey, full old sweat. KD getting outplayed by Jason Tatum, who got outplayed by what's his name? Oh man, the guy from the Warriors. That's his name not coming to my mind, but basketball is basketball.
Yeah. Okay. All right, one other sport thing I've got to mention. I don't know. Do you ever watch NASCAR? I
saw that when the guy ran the. You know how many times I did that in Gran Turismo in the racing game?
Exactly.
Times in Gran Turismo. I ain't never thought I'll see that in real life when the dude ride the wall on that and get into a third to the top 2. Like, are you kidding me?
I mean, he passed, I think, 8 cars on the last lap.
I never thought that would come real. Like, yo, how many times I did that in Gran Turismo? And right in the wall, like, oh, no, I'm going to just go into the wall and just ride. Because I use all my speed and momentum. Because I think it was the Daytona track that I used to always do that on sometimes. Like, when I'm going too fast, when I go too fast, and I hit the wall and I stay on the wall. All right, let me just stay on the wall so I just ride on past these guys.
It's like,
I never thought I'll see that in real life. When I saw that on Instagram, like, what? This dude right on the wall.
Because when I saw that, I was like, why is that car going so fast and everyone else is going so slow? Like, what? If anybody's watching this,
I thought that'd be cheating. Like, man, that's just straight 30. How do you allow that to happen?
Hey, anything to win. Hey, coach said you play to win the game.
Well, I want to see if NASCAR willing to allow that to happen again. Someone do pull that off again.
Next year at Martinsville on the last lap, you're gonna have about 20 cars going upside that wall in the last corner.
Oh man, I know if I was a
Right.
opposing driver and I see this dude like, what the hell is going on here?
He made it into the final four for the final race. That was he said going into that he's like they said you got to pass 2 more cars or you're not going to make it into the final four. He's like, all right, I'm going for it.
I'm not going to slow down. I'm just going to hit this wall and ride it all the way to the stretch. Shit.
I don't know if you saw they had from some of the other in-car cameras, and you saw him go whizzing by him, and one guy was like, "What the hell was that?" he was like, "That's the craziest thing I ever saw."
I never imagined that ever come to real. I did that so many times in Gran Turismo, riding the wall on those tracks.
Hey, it's a last lap only thing in the last corner. That's the only time that's going to work because the car is beat the hell after that.
Oh yeah, that whole right side was fucked up.
He's got 2 flat tires. All the shocks, brakes on that side is completely gone, and he was like, and he got into the championship for the last race. Good for him. But I had to mention that because I was like, it literally looked like he's in fast speed on the video and everyone else is in regular speed. It was great. But I had to mention that.
I never imagined that ever be in real life. Like, yo, this is a Gran Turismo thing here. You never see that.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. was announcing the game. He was like, that's a video game move.
Yeah. That's what you do in the game. Ride the wall. That's how I call it. Ride the wall. I'm just gonna go on that wall, ride the speed, use my speed and momentum.
Yeah. It was funny because you saw people just like, hey, look what he's doing.
They got catching up.
Yeah, he's like, I never planned it. He's like, I played NASCAR 05 and it kind of worked some there. So I'm like, what the hell? He's like, if I wreck, I'm not making the playoff. If I
call game for it. Hey, do it and say if they never create a rule that you cannot ride the wall on the track, hey, it's fair game. I'll do it. I'm surprised it took this long for it to happen.
Well, here's the thing. I've been to that track, and right there coming out of the corner is the gate where the trucks leave. Mm-hmm. When I first saw him doing it, I was like, I can't believe he did not hit that exit gate right there.
Oh, they must have had it closed. But even if they have it closed, it probably a little gap in between them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You figure there's a little gap there, but I was like, wow. Because I've been to that track a few times, and he said when I got about halfway through the turn, I saw that, and I was like, this might hurt.
Your car be massive wreck.
He's like, I got nothing to lose here. Let's go for it. Good for him. But anyway, I just had to mention that just because I just thought that was insane.
Yeah.
You got anything else for tonight, man?
That's it, man. I'm getting a little tired. So
yeah, me too. At my old age, gotta go out and try to play some disc golf in the morning.
Disc golf.
Don't be hating. I've got look right here. Look at this scary disc golf I got right here.
That's 2 of them you got on the wall.
Let me see. Look at that. Yeah. Come on, it's my Halloween.
Disc golf.
But anyway, that.